baso nyankopon adumo china eno so ye todia eno so de mamonti mani team no omo so na request omo de kodan La Liga for no senke bia anka no mo game no enese na bia omo team so nanya rest kakra no La Liga for no se da bi o china enese game no eno so na koso na no pai ye de sansam no adima mo jwade so ni na no enso na dia ba Atletico Madrid team no omo player of the month for October Eko Adema Julian Alvarez Samsung Nana Adense Bono player of the month for November Eko Adema Julian Alvarez Anya Grokra watching back to back player of the month for December Eko Dema Rodrigo Di Paul player of the month from January San Nako Dema Brantena Yefen Rodrigo Di Paul and from normal player of the month for February Eko Adema Julian Alvarez and play Yedis Sansam Nama Sanso and player of the month for March no asanso akodema Julian Alvarez and on a pedis ansam no and so nama wanted the children say omola 6 months no Julian Alvarez and afi Rodrigo Di Paul no and atimson na dominate omo player of the month na no play Yedis ansam mamo e wodumade so ni na no and so na diaba na Samuel Nazire a former player na dem Arsenal former player of Manchester City bobo kono say akodana ye fene say ya desire duo ne bona obono sanka na bia sa no bi bakasempo no sa oye duoninho sa bia amanfo bi behu sa oye Brazil nia anko betima jedi nemsa kodano ne bona no bon fekeke akunya bono na faso edina go akunya faso etati bo akunya faso na dribble na chesa odibo ya kacha no wosisa nkoranu no di duoninho anose duoninho anka nanya ni wakora nemsa ne bona albono Brazil form na bossa bono osin bono akurana bona albon na wote TV achi anasa nebia wote stance ma desire duo shekan Edema Paris Saint-Germain wose FK kakorano aye France football almost na da achi eden wonsam no ema modumede so ni na no aye nsema Sami Nazire enso na dia kotudwa eno no pede sansam no enso na mamo Manchester United team no anopoyete sa normal striker ye fon Rasmus Højlund yete sa sama transfer no ni bie na sa offer biba na sa no fane ya o metimi so na tombo na yete sa aye 60 million euros and Manchester United team no almost na pesa sebia o pabrante na ye fone sa aye Rasmus Højlund na no play ye de sansam na de mamo ye te sa Juve team no o mo nganya kwada no mo peye pa e de sansam na ba e wo Juve de so ni na no enso na dia ba de te eno sa Nottingham Forest team no o mo play bia ye fone Morgan Gibbs White abrante no ye te sa Manchester City boboko no o mo nganya same for the no mo peye pa ye te sa Nottingham Forest team no mo sa abrante no de sa no pana ayade sa on panentotoa ana fenenu bia aya 100 million pounds ana sa no abrante na ye fansa Morgan Gibbs White betua ansa no tmedia boy no amana be sia kan anso na de mo de sansa no anso na de Manchester City team no pa Morgan Gibbs White ade sa no de 100 million pounds kwansana o matu so na jabo no amabo na be sia kan ade Manchester City bobo ko na ni na no anso na de to da eno no pede sansa no anso na mambo jwade so nya gokura na Real Madrid team no on se no mo gusua edidi nkoma ha se bia brantia ye fansa William Saliba sia kan anso na de ma ase bobo ko no o mo se betima kana ase kwambia so samba o mo so na tima ya dwumade na msa wonu msa ansi na team no o mo demand less than 100 million euros da anopa ya tesa Madrid team no o mo nanya o ma dwense sa 100 million euros no betima tuya ya tesa se bia sam na brantia no sam wonu msa sisi woko na wie ya na contract no na be expire 2027 and Madrid team no anso na jide pasa sa o mo na se bia Arsenal team no sikana no mo so bono wosura o mo betwan ama bono contract no na tima expire e June 2027 sina bia abantie fonse William Saliba no who betim so na for free ani edie to dia eno no pedi sansam no enso na mamo e dwumade so ni na no enso na edie ba Marcus Rashford player we sia kan enso na de metima ye fane sem na Aston Villa on loan from Manchester United. Young fan to the some the penny friends Ruby number no then come ordinary none there. Marcus Radford Yanko Ponya Duma season about no banum nabatanasi. Sabuanum Napasa what was from Nessia Kain Adama Aston Villa who met him from Najabano na permanently a Kokosia Kain and from Madam Asim Labo Konampono sa season is one beer who met him from Nasa Sabuan Sabia Bano ebetu some narrator na performance or Koboy on loan Nadama Aston Villa na Ubanyasa obetu some Nabato Sobesia Kain Adama Manchester United Amunubano ebetu some Atanasia Dinkomo Sinabia Bibia Betimako and Ampono yetimu some Nahubo in the future and up this answer no and some Namamo how Jumadia Sonina no and some Nadiaba Nico O'Reilly boy was Kain Adama Manchester City Bobokono and a reporter in second say Man City Bobokono and ya Koran Edin Komoyepa efa ne contract extension o mom Nadia Tubo and or sign contract na obeti nanya boni bia boyepa ama yesebo na ya jiatuma enya grokronsa team Saudi Pinano Penico O'Reilly Chelsea team ne ka ho and City for no ngomu ya na smart sana bia brantia yefonsa Nico O'Reilly no ebeti so na committee in the future edema Manchester City bobokono womo jide pasa at age 20 bueno awo more years obeti so nesi akan edema Manchester City bobokona ena no pedi sansam no enso na mamo awo media so ni na no enso na diaba Inter Miami for no on se ho anala na Messi si akan anopoi mamin fon to the Sam David Beckham and in pay for Ashasia and la na Messi dinkomo on no jide pasa as Leo etime stand the contact no adama Inter Miami obaye patronage our desa Major League Soccer no ekosudiepa attendance also ni atesa nanya grokura until la Messi stay ebetim so nabwa amebia so timakoyansa la Messi atim so na impact Inter Miami bobokoniepa both on and off the pitch ya demo sam nademamo omo jide pasa la Messi stay ebetim abwa mino kasen komodie no ekoyepa likely la Messi ebetim so na stand contact no adama Inter Miami and no pedi sansam no enso namamo awo jumaden so Matai style esia kan na de maba munchi boboko no amusa abra general transfer no ni bia no na Tottenham Hotspur na no per striker no ananya gokura na omusi kasam no form anopayate sa summer transfer no ni bia obetima kwa ese bia abrante no mama se betima kano amna besia kan adama Tottenham Hotspur boboko na anopedi sansam no enso neba Tottenham team no ewo jire pansa omunya Matai style obetima bo na bibia so timakoe adama to there is to do boys na no pai he be sansam no enso namamo ewo jumade so ni na no enso na die todwa Florent Vet esia kan adama Bayern Leverkusen team no anopayati sem beno and communicating after the season adama Leverkusen team no sa a person no course seeking for new challenge na opposition kwesi kan adama Manchester City boboko no antem no monto no mananko ani die todwa yesia korano ate City team no ebetim so nanya gidie onimo pa in fact omba build team na around no abrantia ye fana san na ya Florent Vet abon wo gide panza okosia kan enso no Premier League nima na hype ne betima koso na bibia so tibako enso na de abrantia no owo gide sa abrantia fasa Jamal Musiala na wo sia kan na de bamu tiboko no on senchepe and I send the contact no enso na de bamu tiboko no and some no project abrantia fasa Jamal Musiala yepa sansom na bani wajide panza sam obesia kan adman City boboko na hype ni adina no ebetu som na koso sana beya san recognition abrante na nefane sa Jamal Musiala dudo na no ensom na fisa where the face of German football no wonu na abrante na yefane sa na ya abrante na yefane sa Florent Vet no ebetim so nanya similar admiration na no pai yebe sansa made mamutisa sama transfer ne bia I likely say City boboko no edin komoye abrantia ye fone say Florent Vet no ababesia kan adama Manchester City boboko na ni na no enso ne die todua na no pai yede nsam na bansam no do so bra no so ko yemfasia na abadwafon emhem kakra emfam lamae Sir Prince Atnase Philip Kobren Kumsa and some Latimatana Senya Grakwana Mono, Mamin Font to the Kangen energetic drinking water. ɛyɛ nsopa wonya bia ɛbɛboa ye papa anya agrokra na de atia enso no san hydrogen ɛwɔ nsuo no mu no anya bɛtɛ kra yɛ rich ankasa anafe minerals bi ɛte sɛ calcium magnesium potassium ane iron so no ahyɛ nsuo no mu a ɛkyɛ sɛ anya agrokra enti wonum a ekipiu healthy de bia wotiapɔ akyɛ sɛ wo a woyema tim a bɛ na wɔtwini wonyi mrekuo mada mepakyɛw wonya bi nonum a okwa mu beyin de kama pa ama uyem ngatima da kama pa enso ngade ma wonum kanjina naji drinking water wotimi da kama piye pa ama hunso ngatimi to ye kama ama bi enso ngatimi ye fine de ma na de atini se nipadua no mu no efini ade e wo mu ni na no etimi so ngayi firim kama ye pa ama bi enso timi ye fine de ma anya grokra na nsuo yi enkoda timi nom empenyi timi nom aya kanfo dem obia se afiafie mu nwuma ene hospitals na no mu yisu bia ebeboa ye pa no e kanjina na magic drinking water nsem anam ye kare kire no kumasem ye obrama UGC anase Tafuni road ye wa bawa roof junction na udru bawa roof junction na obusa akoda akro be kire o bibia ne anu afre 0241 449191 0507 37 9474 ofra nya juice na bibia no aye kama pa ediamao na betway cash out of ano mese eno no de bia ka chose obi hana ne betting slip no aw akabe ba komienu bi na wawie ni ane sabat on sheda anya shio sa eno nti na betway cash out of ano edu babia sa ofa ne demand so babia du no kura no ubetimi ayi sika amana yeye wonya ne babia di se betu enku a ana de saade na mounti wena se bia betting slip ndia kono won hyeda eni gidia entempa no ne wa yusika no eye betway cash out of anya grokra me pacho sa gro we no wonya 18 years emfa ho hyem nam se enya nkwada gro eye mpanifo gro betway was get your way more anya grokra Philip Atunase Prince Atunase Prince mbokode
yeah Cinco nyankopa
obani so ho ye de bibia e fine
twede ampo nyankopa
da de nyame ase
bibia de na akwem se de say that
yeah okay
it's yet another weekend
yeah
see weekend mu say de opanyi wa ani tua na bibia de
yeah
and enran so no omo follow bia no omo first ka kama first ka and then so see weekend you see weekend mu so I had during the weekdays no especially enran akra na Friday no na a lot of matches ni ho and it's a ultimate first cast and we imagine say
and the matches in the
matches ni gumbe baby ultimate find the matches ultimate see mu be the and there are some interesting games so honoma ye be hwe ni ewura ni nyina mu and locally I have chanced across a video b I'm trying to have a proper understanding to the video menya ntie say nipa ba kwa hwere ne nkwa anase on the verge of losing the life in the game between Atram Davis and Ho United. No, okay. When we come to the local,
and me sure say whether or not say be a free man as
they are trying to get the proper information to feed out to the people.
Okay,
yeah. This issue is cropping up. What is say Mohamed Kudus? There is a pending issue of Paris Saint-Germain trying to acquire his signature this coming season, and I say at the end of the season. It's a rumor, but gradually gaining grounds. But my problem is this: people are saying Mohamed Kudus PSG or bimbo. He's not there yet, so Paris Saint-Germain wakunya biabo. And
you want to ask me?
You see, they have. You don't say me can't. I say we also say on people and we're having that discussion, and a lot of people are feeling say if Mohamed Kudus and that's no Omuvuko Paris Saint-Germain, he's not going to get any playing time. I was wondering why people will be thinking that, because the moment Abeka said, I said, na say Kudus ko benye biabo, the immediate response will be at the money say Okotu Wine, Okotu Kivicha, Okotu Dembele, Okotu Desire Dwe, and also Okotu Bradley Bakola. Like, are you serious at all? Mohamed Kudus cannot get into the PSG squad. For what particular reason? Let's try to give an educative analysis on this. And yet, so I Ghana and Kenti, and I'm here one particular person. I'm feeling say Oko PSG Obenya Biabo. Obio Nimia when me church him say I said it some time ago when Kudus was moving from Ajax, Edinburgh, England. No, I opted say Ankamenya and Conquer Brighton and Hove Albion. That would have been a perfect team for him. Because Brighton is a team, they allow their players to express themselves on the field. Look at someone like Karu Mitoma. Mitoma isn't an exceptional player, be a broso. But our Brighton team, look at the kind of air freedom Onya. Look at someone like Joao Pedro. Even Jorginho Rutaban and saying, look at the kind of performance of them. You look at someone like Yankuba Minte. It's not any extraordinary air performance beyond the mount, but he has gone to a team that kind of freedom to play the kind of football because their coaches. So Fabian Hosler says now he allows the players to play, and Roberto De Zerbi then the players the freedom to operate. Graham Potter before De Zerbi. Also the same thing. No more that kind of freedom. That is why you a branch of friend Moises said to McAllister more Ceci Amino Caseno, Oko A team Nimo, someone like Air Carlos Baleba. If you're Julia and Sisu, also on were free on them. These are players that they came to the limelight because of that particular style of play. They are playing in a team or munya that freedom. Sabo na Yankopon de Adumamono or Mumfair number. And I was opting for a branch of friend Kudus to move to Brighton and Hove Albion. But he opted for West Ham United. And so when West Ham United has been a team, they rely mostly on defense and counter-attack. They rely mostly on their defense and try to play the opponent on a counter because they had someone perfectly for you in the shape of Abrante F. Mikel Antonio. Leave him, center backs because he was that kind of air fit. He has that stature, power, and pace. It would me occupy. Two center backs be at the many beer. Now, obey this step. He's not a prominent and I say a proficient goal scorer, but always or your more modest style be someone like Olivier Giroud. Almost Olivier Giroud, a baby bono, on share a mobile brew. But any single opportunity be obeyed, be no or putting pressure on defense. That is how Mikel Antonio sits here. And Bonnet Antonio Nayano add they say defender ebe shoulder of the ball. And no more rely on. And on more. A bit of a good air defense and to not rely on the defense and then hit the opponent on the counter break because in the midfield they have someone like Lucas Paqueta finding opponents in the third yard no enye dey infama no into a mood defended deep no moje ball na they have Abrante Efeno Lucas Paqueta Thomas Susek and then James Ward-Prowse more timi find the opponents with a long pass a single pass no ma find it or more attackers no. Into Orea, Omkofa Said Ben Rama be Duamobaye, Jared Bowen. These are ringers are Omunya and they depend on the house spaces a better opponent. And Kudus Baheno, it was somehow like he was restricted. And even as at now, he's restricted because he's in a team. You need to make sure you come back to defend. Everyone needs to defend. That is how the team is built. Lucas Paqueta of all people, we know say he comes with that Brazilian flair, but who they actually in the game of West Ham. Now what other tackles to the game, but he wasn't known for air tackles. He was known for that kind of flamboyancy, but because of team no, Lucas Paqueta right now, what other tackles and that kind of aggression to the game, no, and the system in which they are playing, and no be now for Abrantia. Yeah, the manager demands this thing, and no be now for Abrantia friend Mohamed Kudus. He's in a team. Kudus naturally isn't a player or a workaholic of the ball. If you know him, or a workaholic of the ball. He loves to have the ball at his feet, run at opponent, create chances and dribbles. Always sit here. But he's in a team or a more deprived because as an energy nank or conserve when the ball babidin and when you 100% energy to run at defense. No, as what no, they be a 60% attack, not the 40% be defended because he's in a team you are demanded to defend. And even with that, look at the performance he's giving. He's performing extremely well in the West Ham team at Mkoyi. If you get a point I'm making here. Now let's move on to the Paris Saint-Germain. I'm not trying to make a case for Mohamed Kudus, but I feel it's they are putting him below the belt in this instance. Robert is a Bradley Bakola, a very good talent. Desire Dewey, a very good talent. But especially someone like Desire Dewey. He's one of those French talents Oba Paris Saint-Germain. Let's not forget the first 13 games he was really struggling. About more than 10 games, no team finding the fit ye. Emma said this the Desire Doué, that kind of air-touted new French international. Our model money say he's one for the future. No? But it was at that time a Paris Saint-Germain for Monto my prefer. This particular season, no man shall see ye. But getting to the half of the season now, or Motra, or Yebu Kev Nivi, no. After that PSG, about that kind of gamer, yes, expected from home. If you look at their air players individually, Kivicha Abaye were brave from the start. No, so Abrante friend Ousmane Dembele, and this latter stages, no, and the ball, Nasha says a peja to the extent of pejano. And where I made for destiny, so Abrante friend Vitinha, Joao Neves, Mo Fabian Ruiz, Mono, I feel no more so I'm getting into their stride. And to say their teams are most shall see Obu on ma or shall say at the middle third of the season. Obu also a Biviano or Otimian in a good form. No, and the Paris Saint-Germain say the team nafa to the extent say everyone that comes into play, it me what born ye. They were missing a branch here friend Emma Kudus at the back, but Tomo Beraldo, a ball a branch friend William Pacho, and they work perfectly. But these are two young chaps and community experience. So they will need someone or be show down. But Marquinhos knew him, and then said team na fanenti. They play together perfectly. And now Messi Marquinhos. Look into their midfield. One is Emery. Ojinemua, you don't see any difference. Joao Neves never, you don't see any difference. Fabian Ruiz Vitinha, because team na peke. And I know now I'm desire doing any Bradley Bacola, mom also perform more. Not to say Sabia or Munye good, or Munye very good potentials. But they are not up above Mohamed Kudus. Kudus right now, if he goes to Paris Saint-Germain, every player you need to prove, no matter the kind of player out here.
So I ain't no be fitting Rick's.
You see, team. if Desire Doué is getting much playing time at Paris Saint-Germain, if Bradley Bacola is getting much playing time at Paris Saint-Germain, Kivicha Kvaratskhelia won the league with Napoli. They perform extremely well. He's one exceptional player also. If he's getting playing time, Paris Saint-Germain, I don't see the reason why people are thinking say could score Paris Saint-Germain with me more. And the style of play, believe you me, he's a player. Said they're not medical. He wants to be given that freedom. And look at Paris Saint-Germain team now. Luis Enrique, I'm more that kind of freedom. Say they say you do it. Even the share game national on the right side. You game na bones on left. He can cut in and play as a number 10. Ousmane Dembele best start as the number 9, but two both on left, no on right. He has given them that freedom, and they say team. Papa Abrante friend Mohamed Kudus here, and if he goes into the Bobo from Paris Saint-Germain, he can play on the left, he can play on the right, he can play through the middle, just like he has shown. West Ham about left, about right, about through the middle. Even got to a time Mikel Antonio prior no Mohamed Kudus number 9, and who was giving them that kind of performance on being here until they realize Abrante friend Jaubo no effort more of the number 9 position when Mikel Antonio isn't there. And almost had to Kudus didn't bench. So he can play through the middle and on the flanks also. And also let's not forget Mohamed Kudus can play as a central midfielder. So for me, I don't see the reason why people are saying this, and made me very happy. On say that kind of Saudi Arabian deals now never the fan honor. Ska won't be free. But I saw Mohamed Kudus at the age of 24 years. Netalen Kutano no. He has something more to prove. He has something to show the world of football. And he said, Saudi Arabia anymore. Me never Germany because of the kind of amount that in Sabeka. But and because of the footballing talent no. See I mean okay say. Abrante friend when they sing Galeno. So Bekaya when this Galeno. Yes, from Porto Okopimo Saudi Arabian League. He said be a money, but he was in the same way na Luis Diaz Tieno. Liverpool they confirm San on so tie. A very good winger. He provides numbers. And Otavio question Saudi Arabian League no. They say who ne saying. There was a certain Ruby Neves. Obebo on the ball Wolves. And we have been big teams niches. Yeah. But Saudi Arabian League who ne saying. So for me, I feel say, Oko Honoma, scanning the Obenya, but that kind of air shine, I think you football won't shed the Bibre. Because even the club now become no, every big club here was at the Arabian League, in Bia or more top players that. because obekọ baby no Benzema or honum obekọ as a Riyad Mahrez or obekọ Ronaldo or honum you see omache big names na gu omo so until the moment you go John Duran call Anderson and say enye na Abrante Fen Taleska eba abonte beke kan say me say honum no honum a you are playing under someone. You can play whatever the kind of game I bet him there, but you still be under someone. So for me, I believe say if it is going to work out, say Bobo ko front Paris Saint-Germain, and especially Papa friend Luis Enrique, every person on Kudus be Juma, it will be perfect for me because Kudus style of play and Luis Enrique on also the philosophy Bibia will keep perfectly.
Okay,
it goes hand in hand. So more think say Kudus score Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, Nyabimbono. They should stop thinking that. Even I feel say even in the English Premier League, say Siamenoka say so Bobo for Manchester City, Kudus will play. Oko Arsenal, Kudus will play. Oko Chelsea, Kudus will play. Even Oko Manchester United, Kudus will play. Yes, Kudus will play. The team I'm going to say better than the Amanakakano, Bobo from Liverpool.
So play now since because play necessary because free bench bar so
they be not just so a best player
starting.
No, Savino is playing for Bobo for Manchester City. Jeremy Doku is playing. Yeah. Even look at Jack Grealish. How are this sample on Man City Bobo Kudus? He's playing. You made a story about Abrante FM for Foden. How and the performance are dropping.
Yeah.
And looking at all these things, you think Kudus will go there and will not be getting the chance to play? No, he will play. Yeah. So for me, I believe say Kudus or some of the big teams in Europe now obet me anya biabo. How much more Paris Saint-Germain? Paris Saint-Germain are performing better this can say ending of the season, getting to the latter
stages. Why don't I attract any serious interest from some big clubs?
Before Beba England, he was attracting it. And I make say it was the choices that he made. And also, time and Arsenal for Hiano. It was because of amount and Arsenal for person Monfankofano. Chelsea, it came to the limelight, say Chelsea Sunya no Mope. But it seems like amount, and I don't know. I don't want to bring this thing in, but I think say baby or free no so I don't want to make it a major highlight. But I feel say so who could this performance or not the Manaria Anthony. United for Anthony. But when it came to Kudus, they were now say clubs no munya no mope, but they were a bit hesitant. So for me, I don't want to make that statement not a major highlight. But I feel say these decisions no take over.
Anthony ne Kudus our yes no probably na Anthony ahead.
No,
because
Anthony was coming from the background of a country. You didn't say omo de born or munimbo.
I know, but me just say more West Ham nebia because Anthony no akwano Ayas no a different player.
Did you watch Kudus at Ayas?
May I watch him?
Kudus was better at Ayas than Anthony.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Realistic.
No, that is part consistency.
Yeah.
But Anthony can so but train.
Anthony Ayas.
I understand you
because for clubs or 100 million
let's make this here.
Anthony
let me tell you something here. Anthony at Ayas wasn't productive that much. His own was dribbles. I say, "Oh my boy, but Kudus at Ayas, he will dribble, he will create and score. Let's not forget that he will dribble, create and score. And Tina Kudus, he added numbers in the productivity was higher than Abrante Anthony. Anthony was giving you that kind of flamboyancy, and he was coming from the back of a national team, and I say a country we known for that. In TVB or Babiano, that kind of elastic way. But Anthony because he's a Brazilian. They felt say Rivaldo Romario mo type ni bi na or Ronaldinho mo type ni bi. But Kudus ne ko yes ade na e making name to say the Anthony ebeye wa ya.
Adendia.
Because baby Ofriba so much baby
Ofriba say ni board unimbo.
And oh yeah,
baby Ofriba dey.
You see you understand this thing. Mohamed Salah is here Aminoka saying. So some of the top players in Europe right now, Mohamed Salah is up ahead of all of them. You're Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe has won the World Cup. But Mohamed Salah, the numbers he has been creating consistently. And Salah is up above Kylian Mbappe. But in the world of football chat now, the Kylian Mbappe to sort of Mohamed Salah.
It's because he's proven.
Mbappe, he's proven, and you are talking about Salah.
No, I'm not saying so. You're proven, but I'm just saying. What's the do na boss Salah din o bomb Mbappe dey say Salah.
Yeah.
And yes, I just Mbappe so prove at the highest level.
And clubs are improve you. And also be improve you. Salah has also proven, and especially in Europe, look at what Salah has been doing
consistently.
So for me, I think I'm exhausting a lot of time on this one. But Mohamed Kudus, if he goes to Paris Saint-Germain, believe you me, he will play. And a lot of big teams will was a bit me game time ni be able. Now, young games ni mukakra. Mami cha same from free England. You see games the Dawson, you be ball so now you share the possibilities and all those things. But so for Manchester City game or Crystal Palace we've been saying it. Manchester City nkuyi and one particular thing I say obi adwen cause say no England etimi qualify with 5 slots and be providing next season for the Champions League. Enti enye top 4 fight biem. Yem kama obi anya enye top 4 fight biem.
No bet match how England
for the coefficiency UEFA coefficiency no. Yeah. The clubs are and I say country am class be bo mo modern bebre no. You gain more points and the points am be gaining A2. Omo mbedi first 2 no with the on say I had to say work classroom mo mbedi first and second. You people are giving that kind of freedom somebody at another team always it and England has gotten that in CC and England ebe provided 5 teams in the UEFA Champions League next season. And in Manchester City where Aston Villa, Newcastle, Chelsea omo there through omo pre top 4 they say about be top 5 into obi wo hono my emphasis will be to say Aston Villa e bia na nko ye lusu hope say on team qualify for Champions League and now I extended to 5 and to 5 there obetimi try so obe catch up and right now Manchester City is having that belief and hope so no matter what happens if it is becoming 5 even 4 no kwani e feel so obetimi roam into the top 4 now by 5 they will go by all means and him and Ellen Haaland is out injured but they think say omu timi bo omo de kakra bia they will qualify for the Champions League next season and we know the plans are papa e friend Pep Guardiola edi gu akwemu that kind of rebuild even in January transfer window be here ohun say niam nko he went onto the transfer market tried to get some players Wabrana season in Konewi he went for Omar Mamuch look at the amount of the Okofa Victor Reyes Okofa Brante friend El Kushanov. So he wanted to, get the team in good shape. Even at the time, na season and they are no the team he went for Nico Gonzalez Munina. So for me, I believe that Manchester City, they have a plan of say they will do another rebuild and bring in some new players next season. And I'm hearing the names Alejandro Bastoni. Look, if you hear a name at this point in time, na a Man City na a dine batan who I believe you me, if you're a club, be scared. If you're a club, be scared. Because Manchester City can fork out that money for player, no? And Alejandro Bastoni, he's one of the, I think, top, I don't want to raise him that high, but I think top 5 best defenders, center backs in the world. Wait.
So the guy is highly rated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's the best defender in the Italian Serie A.
And me pushing baby.
No, but he's top.
You're worthy of that pushing.
Bastoni is one of the top center backs you get in the world right
Alessandro
now.
Bastoni.
And if Man City are trying to get him, and I'm hearing Abrante Fen John Stones, I think Papa Efeno Pep Guardiola is a bit fed up with him. Injuries near too much. He was the one I know Phyllis Obey the ideal centre back for any system at Manchester City. A proper ball playing centre back. But Obey went near Liverpool. One season or Timmy Liverpool yana onya injuries bebre no. That was the particular season on Abrante Fen Rodri. A bomb FIFA bobo near that kind of perfect partnership. But on stay consistent, that has been the problem. And Alejandro Bastoni has come into the system. Look at someone like Bastoni. Maybe about the Man City team playing together with Abrante and Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz come with that kind of grittiness. It is all here. Papa friend Pep Guardiola confirm Alola Akanji because Akanji, that those players are the ball neto form. Sen kombe partner Abrante and Ruben Diaz. But Akanji for me, he's not live up to that billing. And if someone like Alejandro Bastoni, with the years of consistency at Inter Milan, even in the Champions League, we see the performance of them. That's what we be shame our Manchester City book winning. That's what Musa to me. These kind of players, no many I've been hearing Florian Wirtz. Now we are story, no. So Musa saying Florian Wirtz, money some 1 or 2 biaba bishima.
So Alejandro Bastoni, new environment. New team, the NHS or buy or hit the ground.
Oh no, you see, you can never predict that for any particular player. Feeling him up if PSG, ever be Madrid. No, be him say or buy the first in your barbeje world best. The first no be him so the Madrid the Champions League or the Madrid the La Liga. But the first he's struggling, though he's providing the numbers. But can you convincingly say, we season, Kylian Mbappe beat me straight away with Ballon d'Or? No. But when he was at Paris Saint-Germain, he was competing. World Cup no or Champions League no the PSG cup final near day coming to Madrid, and especially Madrid last season won the Champions League. So Obian him say Kylian Mbappe be count the bear for their mom. But Kylian Mbappe came to Madrid and he's suffering. Into Obian to be predicted that one. But yet you look at player now who kind of wants them no. The potential and the ability, the consistency why on the team is it playing for a top club, and you can perfectly say Inter Milan is a top club. Into a team ball honum, not the style of players or your players or the ball to form are fitting into the philosophy of Papa friend Pep Guardiola. You can predict or project into the future. Say Obama City a befa the amano.
Well,
now, on the Air Palace game, now I see Man City winning because of all these reasons. They know they have a chance of qualifying to the Champions League, and they will certainly grab onto that chance. Now, Arsenal and the Brentford game, no, a very tricky kakra. Obi ko fikesi imbi Antonebo. Let's not forget, Arsenal already leading 3 goals to 0 against Real Madrid, a team that everyone thinks. So Obi bet me this incapable tenor, this impossible task. Obi bet me Madrid no. Arsenal, though they have 3 goals ahead, but they will still be thinking of securing it properly. Eti going into this game, obonim say league na slepo akaketu ebi na efro omonsem, because Liverpool don't look like a team obeja league nim diama Arsenal be san ho age. Until right now, Arsenal will be content to qualify and be the second and qualify for the UEFA Champions League, and rather concentrate on going all the way to the UEFA Champions League final this particular season. Until I'm on a Brentford game, no, don't be surprised if Brentford pulling up some strengths against Arsenal. I'm not your surprise, but I feel say Arsenal with all these things said, no, they will give a very good football. They will try to give out a player that ready to go up against in the Real Madrid game. So I feel Arsenal wouldn't be able to go into the game to win it hands down, but at least a win or draw for Arsenal would be possible. Now, mefa last one na memfenwie. Menko mobuko ya form and I say Spain. Madrid Ebobo game on Alaves, Leganes, and Barcelona. Let me tell you something here. Leganes, the last time I was telling you this, so we had the big teams. What La Liga anymore in the first legs no boy, and the first encounters or munya, or making sure so or limit every big team here. You talk of Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Athletic Bilbao, Mone, Betis, Mono. Unim said Barcelona crying in the first leg, or Barcelona 1-0. And in that game, Barcelona played 20 shots. A move for pet and Leganes man call on target. They did it to Bobo from Atletico Madrid. They did it to Athletic Club the Bountuaria. Or more the big teams this year, or the ball short, but they defend in a way or short now, but one ain't me more on target. It was only Madrid and it's me breaking through. And Madrid bought 10 shots on target against them. And Barcelona knows this perfectly well. Coming into this second leg, they are already done. I will say Barcelona is already done with the Champions League. There's no way Dortmund will make a comeback until they will know, they will have to go all out in this game against Leganes. Especially, it's going to be a revenge, and they know the La Liga is at stake. Though, 4 points now, but yet you need to put your feet on it. No, baby. Until this game is going to be a bit difficult for Bobuko or former Barcelona, but I see Barcelona advancing. And the Alaves game, look, Madrid will be contemplating. They have a huge task ahead of them. If any team can do it, Madrid. But they know, this task is not an easy task. And the only problem Abraham Madrid, Carlo Ancelotti will be forced to make rotations in this setup. As was San Insano. And you can say, Obone all Ganes Nina and Arsenal's Nina. Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo, Jude, Bellingham, and you can say about because if you play all of them, you are risking the chance of an injury. And against Alaves, it is going to be a bit difficult. And we've seen Madrid make us a second team players, talking about Ada Guillermo, the likes of Mestre, also Oma promoting Sergio Mestre, Oma promoting the number, and looking at all these players, whenever they get the chance to play, are they able to deliver? They are not. Enti a bad day for Madrid because a Ekobasa de Gula, Hendrik Mo, and their boy any Mohonom. No Benchikel and Map any Vinicius Junior Mo. Even when they were playing against Valencia, a day the Momo. Enti a bad day Kakadiama, Madrid playing against Alaves. But I feel say this is the time as a young boys no so live up. Though say some way somehow you blame Carlo Ancelotti or more that kind of play time ni be this particular scene. Look at someone like Hendrik and Gula. Right. But this is also a perfect opportunity to tell the coach, say, Coach, you need to start us in such games.
And against Alaves there, 17 placed him.
Yeah.
Next was second strength side in dimension there.
They played against Valencia, no one winning a single game away this particular season. But they lost. So for me, I believe this is going to be a very tricky game. Okay. I don't be looking at the name Madrid. Last week we saw what Madrid and Barca did. Don't look at the names Madrid and Barcelona, but rather look at what is going to happen on the ground, what is written on paper, the facts going into the game.
Sir
so
Prince,
I believe it's a bit difficult.
Philip Kwabena in Kumsa, Obania Kwaba.
Bema.
Man 88. Now where they?
Bibiaboko.
Oh, Bibi fine.
Yes. It is a secret code. Secret code pa.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That is how it is.
Man 88 no.
Yeah.
A Daniel Wachio, Sela 88.
What's that?
But you see it trust you. Upejanity goes through 88 now.
Son of money, I want to mention
absolutely.
And a solid number.
Yes.
88.
Wow. So now here and 7.
Prince Amen insight into Kudus Mohammed stories never no say whether they are rumors, they are true or whatsoever. But me mom dear, what I know is that to every rumor there is iota of truth. And you know there might be some sort of truth about Kudus joining Paris Saint-Germain. But as to say he will go and just straight away slot into the system, no, and on me kakra because little by little Louis Enrique any trusted men no up front already. They say I desire the Bradley Bakula, this guy, Hivicha Baraskelia, any Usman Dembele, Omono the front 4. But there is still Gonzalo Ramos, on year number 9. But because Louis Enrique, because of Ceciano, ne wingers no are giving him numbers into no. I said we should need trust in getting a number 9. Into Gonzalo Ramos no crab by a bit part player at Paris Saint-Germain. That is what is at stake now. But for Kudus Mohammed, the Prince rightly said, he can play as a classic number 10. He can play as a number 8, just like Lucas Paqueta or here with West Ham United. But then no, as to say, Obe leave his space for the midfield trainer. And while watching the midfield trainer, there is one player it looks like on here constant in the midfield three. The midfield trainer Yao Neves, Vitinha, and this young man, Fabian Rui. But Rui no looks like sometimes no a tactical player. Into the Rui no and you're constant in the midfield three. But we are constant, no. Yao Neves, any youngster na friend, that is Vitinha, no. We are constant. We are here, and they will play constantly for Paris Saint-Germain. Now, Bayern Munich against Borussia Dortmund. Now, uko Germany a version of the Classico. Into the Germans no bono the Classica. That is their version of the Classico. Who's a Classico language? Spanish is a Classico by virtue of that is a kasi be a classica. And in English, if one say more classic, no, Liverpool and Manchester United. So much ya and no a version of the Classico. No, German version of the Classico, no. For now, I say wait, no, akofem. And the reason why I wait in akofem men say, Bayern Munich no Dortmund say no. Baby a Bayern Munich edda, any baby a Dortmund edda no gap no I can see do. They say Tima omuye very close to Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. Team very Leverkusen. And in the last 2 seasons, last season it was Leverkusen who against all odds edged the Bundesliga. And this season in the Bundesliga, no, Bayern Munich are leading. But the gap between Leverkusen and Bayern Munich is 6. Of which Bayern Munich, Leverkusen and him say, game no Union Berlin airborne. He has no excuse as so winning. So winning against Union Berlin now, Obe hope say BVB able to stop a team in front of Bayern Munich. Now guess what? Make me believe it say BVB can do something against Bayern Munich. My reason is very simple. Bayern Munich are going into this game with divided attention. Bayern no more attention in any game we so. They are thinking of the San Siro, the Giuseppe Meazza, than the Allianz Arena. And the reason is simple. Bayern no more host the finals of the Champions League. Now Bayern no host finals of the Champions League. No, say on no every move at the quarterfinals are what disappointed entire Germany. So Bayern Munich came to me and call the semi-finals of the Champions League. Now so Bayern Munich every move at the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Entire Germany is blackouts. They've been disappointed. Now going into this match, or may say Alphonso Davies, Jamal Musiala, Manuel Neuer, and our Brent friend Dayo Upamecano. Omuina out of this game. But then for Dortmund, there are only 2 players per no Messi. Marcel Sabitzer and our Brent friend Nicolas Klotterbeck. Now, my first Safunfa there's tactical analysis na me the man no for ntosumame na me nchira de bi mu kakra wa ha. Now by Borussia Dortmund, the weakness of the team currently your back line. No. The weakness of their team, where you line up or the boy against team friend Barcelona. Yes, last time the Prince Castle Benzabini at right back, and against Barcelona, that was what he did. Valdemar Anton and Emre Can. Emre Can constantly coaches about Dortmund in recent times. About Emre Can at centre back. Menomihu any improvement in Emre Can playing at a centre back. The natural position of Emre Can, the natural habitats as a defensive midfielder, a DM. But then so Emre Can as a centre back, I say while limiting too much. Because Emre Can sometimes also anymore or a very good as an offensive player and or a very good defensively, but not as a centre back. And your defensive midfielder be no between about centre back. No, and you're not correct. And your defensive midfielder be where we are see no between about as a centre back. Once upon a time, Brazil enya Moro Silva. Moro Silva was a very good DM, but Moro Silva was never a very good a centre back. Brazil enya Dunga. Dunga is very good a DM, but Dunga ain't very good when you play him at centre back. Sanity. Gilberto Silva was a very good a DM, but won't mean Gilberto Silva as a centre back. But there are guys, our own Michael Essien, say more dimpa na so Michael Essien as centre back. However, Michael will give you the numbers as centre back. Into no Emre Can Diano a minus. It is a deficiency from the Dortmund point of view. But I seriously think, after getting Valdemar Anton, and kind of perfect partner for Valdemar Anton would have always been a branch friend Nicolas Klotterbeck. But Slotterbeck is out of this game. Now, Obo Ryerson. Ryerson, the Norwegian, the minimum say Ryerson a very good right back. But so we experimented Ryerson at left back. You are playing against him, a friend of Bayern Munich. And Bayern Munich are pacey wingers. And so Obo Ryerson at right back and now, of which I don't believe so Obo Ryerson at right back. So Obo Ryerson at left back, he will be exposed because or coming direct at the best player of Bayern Munich currently in Michael Olise. And only say ni 9 tuning na yeduma ni feet no tuning na on the ground very workaholic. So the right neighbor or left neighbor wouldn't your day tune.
And the man the best player in the Bayern team now.
Oh, currently numbers no so count. In terms of Yama assists, goals, Michael Olise is there. Ni goal contributions and no be face of Bayern Munich. Before the Urbano, Kingsley Coman said Nabri Leroy Sané. No, we are the true wingers of the team. But then since Michael Olise joined the Bayern Munich, Michael Olise take his shine away from Nabri, Sunny, and Kingsley Coman. And Kingsley Coman, Sunny, and Nabri, no problem in injuries. And yes, sir, Olise in Bono Bobe Breacher, Debbie, on any given day. Mean to see Olise ahead of Serge Nabri. Mean to see Olise ahead of Sunny. Mean you see Olise ahead of Kingsley Coman. But the problem is that omo problems injuries. Omo ntanya consistent in terms of say yanko injury free. Omo problems here injuries. And apart from that, manager now or a coach of or a team Bayern Munich, constantly prefers Michael Olise because on one or two Michael Olise to Bayern Munich from Crystal Palace. Into the constantly Michael Olise at that right wing position. And then once on a boy name more numbers. Into where I found us all complain here and ye. So Michael Olise coming up against that is Ryerson no, and no be problem kakra Ediama Dortmund. And kama pesa Ben Sabaini, our left back no mumbo at left back, no direct at Michael Olise because our left back no. So what train us all the writer, a bed din so besa recover. So left back eba or so left back eba direct at a left winger. So what train the two a writer a way any weakness into the rate at which obe recover no a bear less. Any problem probably Ryerson at left back obenya. Into game no more Bayern nickname that is Dortmund there. A game of equals and Bayern dream more of that is Inter Milan. And mind you, Manonoya is still no back. Into no starting goalkeeper Jonas Ubik. Jonas Ubik is 21-year-old Jonas Ubik, signed from FC Cologne. But one thing is that Bueno or grow or in terms of height, no height, but then we take it time and so we're getting that is we take it time and so we shape it in the goalpost as a Bayern Munich backup. For now, they are too young to be Bayern Munich's backup. And Bayern, the last time I can so Bayern Munich backup I was through because there is no way or mo keep away man on nowhere. Now we are Bayern number one. Into more Bayern no we good ni na no. You know the best of them when they came to play against man on nowhere. Into game na Barcelona there. Bayern Munich no excuse. But what I see is that Bayern a Dortmund team no attacking potentials. On which me share goals against Bayern. Jamie by no Giddens. Message for the picture into screens and sumami. Jamie by no Giddens. Karima Deyemi. Any Sehu Gerasi. Now at the back of Sehu Gerasi no. Brent a friend William Brandt. So we William Brandt come a kind of Chukwemeka from Chelsea. Oh no. The demands and the ask of the Bundesliga non TSA into be taking no time and so what say the demands and the asking of the Bundesliga nasi. But then no, the attacking firepower of Dortmund no, too good that they have no excuse if they don't score a goal against Jonas Ubik and Bayern. Go ebeko. But so we petit mo be winia Bayern enormous quality so win you against Dortmund. But me mom the game way me will say 50-50. Now in the Italian Serie A, Inter Milan go against Cagliari. But we are Inter Milan fan. Inter so divided because they will be focusing more on the game against Bayern Munich. And the reason is very simple. Uko share Bayern Munich 2-1 at the Allianz Arena. And then Chelsea Bayern into member Giuseppe Meazza and be show by 1-0. Probably for game no extra time and answer penalties. Maybe a bibi de besi nensi. Into no money so munye too secured. Into na manager a friend Simone Inzaghi obe experiment more. He will experiment more. And one player obe way in on par one player be friend Mediterranean. And the player obe calling on him Mediterranean. Definitely obe person obe benche Marcus Thuram and Lautaro Martinez. But obe way in on this boy, the boy in the number 99 shirts. Mediterranean. Now I say a way in on Marko Arnautovic. But then no, Cagliari plan B. Manager for Cagliari, your friend David Nicola. Na system no bono simple. Oni no manai bia onim go share. Into no normally obo to a height advantage. And that player are using mostly your friend Yeriminya. So ka Yeriminya. Obo Barcelona, ebo Everton kakra kwano wa pa. Message from to so Yeriminya. Or a 6 feet height. Na height or a giant. He's a gentle giant. Into no constantly at the 2018 World Cup. Na Colombia you see a Reminya in corner set piece situations. Sabo beda ona say a corner. Wouldn't say a Reminya ebe primache. That is the strength of Cagliari. Cagliari team no almost strength almost center back. Friend Yereminya. Into Yereminya will experiment more at Inter Milan center back that is center back 3 because Inter Milan will play a 3 back. But 3 back no because of Yereminya holding and then only excuse say a so boy and Bisek so that in terms of holding no a pedi no pimpim. And another player so you no Mediterranean that is this man. Mediterranean Arnautovic no because also height advantage no and yes say best start you ahead of Lautaro Martinez and Marcus Thuram but so as a result then or the ball be too formable because Cagliari bebo ball no was through because the more players war Inter Milan be person born with fame, but you see the height advantage of Mediterranean any Lutaro any Marco Anatovic. But when as a result number or the Lutaro Martinez any Marcos Thuram nebeba, so that maybe they can change the course of the game. Now another game Napoli near Empoli. In the Italian Serie A, the difference between Napoli and that is Inter 3 points. I got 7 games to go. And 7 games now I can. Empoli in Napoli boy Empoli. And Napoli it's not Diego Maradona. Actual suffer Empoli. Manager friend Roberto Di Aversa. On him pass game way say Osha Napoli. Definitely. I do obey say Osha Napoli. Oba say Napoli party meaning say Osha Napoli Inter Milan Cagliari. Inter be trimmed by 6 points. And Inter so trimmed by 6 points because of enormous quality and squad in-depth into no. A bad day so to me play catch up with Inter Milan because Inter will not falter again. I got 7 games to go. Into every game there will be treated like a walkout final. Into a bad thing, so bet me catch up with them. So what he would do is that there is one man be in English. You are friend Nemesis. You can say Nemesis are obi otumi upa. Unim say in this world obia will be otumi no. Unso obia will be otumi pa. Adia eja esropa eden. Ensuo ana. Adia eja esropa ensuo. Inti eja ne Nemesis ensuo. Adi eja esropa ensuo eja na mesese ensuo adi a osono esre eneden ntatia ana so hu ntatia na asamaba ana so hu koto na asamaba so koto ene ntatia no eye den osono nemesis and there is a nemesis in at Empoli and that nemesis na constantly occurs in Napoli that is or say Napoli party no your friend Sebastiano Esposito on not say Napoli party. Interneno, I'm praying and hoping say yena yekofie kesim no because of yesika yebedi egu ebotomintino Esposito will not come into the party for Team Napoli when they play against Empoli. Now in the Premier League in England, games now games now very, very tricky. But Man City any Crystal Palace game no, me more 2 players. Ube heard I heard saw 2 players we. One Adam Watson. Adam Watson ni Pro Max yes boy na friend Tijani Reinders our boy AC Milan. Tijani Reinders dia oni ye change them boy sa boy we very simple. Tijani Reinders share a lot of goals but Adam Watson share a lot of goals. But in terms of attacking cover and defensive cover Adam Watson qualities ni nyina. Into Man City when omo Lucy Rodri no now one of the players that no pen pa ba kunye boy na friend Adam Watson very young and exuberant. But one guy say game no more than probably me say Man City party. Man City aim of a top 4 Nigerian guy friend Eberechieze say game no more than pa say probably but me decide the game no ama Crystal Palace. He is the Mr. Go Get man for team Crystal Palace. For Jean-Philippe Mateta, he's the number 9. He's the arrowhead. He's the focal point. We don't say much about him. For Man City no squad number and about James McCarthy, James McCarthy presence in it, clearly, you said the beginning of the end for some players, Bernardo Silva and Jack Grealish. I say, omo era ne baby. Okay. Ilke Gundogan ne era at Manchester City no baby because of the presence of this young man, friend James McCarthy. Liverpool a ball against West Ham, Chelsea ball Chelsea, and so Arsenal a ball against Brentford. Yes, Prince rightly said, where Brentford bad boys, when they decide to come at you, you have no idea. When the bad boys of Brentford decide to come at you, and the 2 African brothers, you and Wissa, and then the bra, a friend say, Brian Mbemu, Omo decide say Omo attack at you. I say Omo decide say Omo come at you. You have no idea. But there is one guy he's always underrated in the team of Brentford. Your friend Vitaly Janelt, or a defender. Vitaly Janelt, you the kind of you the style. Me mention that the style they be and maintain as a player, but a very good player. He is a very good team player, and on the player now. Cause on also bet me Arsenal Football Club no because now listen Arsenal share Real Madrid by 3-0 and no nye case study and I said no nye issue you a lot of remontadas in the Champions League and Prince rightly said say a probium or your promo bet me remontada in the Champions League and you constantly say a remontada sir Liverpool ye great remontada against Barcelona when on Belusi 3-0 Camp Nou or share Barcelona by 4 goals to 0. Deportivo La Coruña, any AC Milan. There was that great remontada. Into why not Real Madrid? As to say, on bet me I no moon to me, Rodrigo must start talk it off. But Real Madrid and Casano as a team no moon because a nakra game no near love air bono. What is the guarantee some Madrid be winning? Okay. Say Wunam Chrome, that's a white angel. I had a watch on Wokakra. So who coffee kasim, no who's a white angel as a Real Madrid 4 bar, no watch on Wokakra, Ebia. We so sick here one, no would discuss or 2 white angels for
you. Mate Philip Kwabena and Kuza, my Kakra, my first candle, my coach, Nuna, young Funko we can see Neja, young Fun Fessy Kakra because here pa, obey dear, my main king car, more messages, Nekakra, na Boa Hobra. Okay, callbacks I want to be added into the group. Gifted Bill GH, you guys are awesome. I'm waiting for the code. Gabriel Jampo say good morning. Some passports, you are doing a great job. Please, Prince, the booking code. Okay. So more and more and more. Barcelona will take all the 3 points tonight from Kudus Sompa Furniture Works at Kumase. It's your boy. It's your boy Ice Prince Khalifa say more fire. Sarah J Brikuka say please daddy. Say Prince hit. Okay. And Paul Amenosoji say good morning Aiko. Sparky Glory say more fire hit. My boss Zachary say good morning to you all for the best post given to us. Keep it up. Nana my patience say please add me to your group. A man in your Britain. Yao Sabe Amokoma in face watching live from Gospel Baba Shop inside Amakum Asante Goroko will beat Bichim United tomorrow. Lucrative Nunana Sig is a more fire. Okay, and Nas Das as we won yesterday, waiting for today's us. Sompa to the whole world. Okay, so more messages and Eba. Kofi Ajman Black man say good morning. Kotoko must win tomorrow. Match in watching you inside Pig Farm in Accra. Akosia Free Debbie said need someone to talk to, please. Really going through a lot and don't know what to do. And you are lucky enough to be part of the show today. And to be sure why I enjoy a lot. Your friend Akosia Free Debbie.
I will speak to her.
Albany, young queen, go for Nibia, go for Nibia. Oh, yeah. Meaning the maker. Oh, my, friends, that we are aware. And the would you grow money? I want Ajenim Giovanni said today, dear investors, God, let your blessings come down. Now, no one, Tiana. No, go for first.
No, yes. No, Giovanni said no.
So you Bob Watson from Nerebehi watching Zakru Yamon Fam go from Nerebehi watching you live. Kotoko will beat Bichim United by Hook or Crook. Fabulous, you still the greatest. Greetings to Chairman Ushu. Yamon Faming go. Krundiam the Nerebehi. What is Nerebehi? Idea, Prince. One
Nerebehi. Saying dear me and Casamentio Antias, one particular place where has a IGD.
Oh, Nerebehi. A bed to be an answer. Nerebehi.
Enyamemoa.
I would have 7
no senior man, they be out in message, but already as a dark
okay,
Philip.
Yeah.
Philip, my
baby, a Fiska.
Oh, yeah. My Fiska.
Wherever you are watching us from, no, at the moment is now, bet way, or say get way more. Bet way, no, I just so get way more.
Yeah.
Bet way, Nkwana, more, bet saver. Bet way, Nkwana, yes, more, bet saver. So bet ni be say, cry, any problem. You quote no, and need. First code, Safu photo screen, so mommy. AE, that is 1A, E7. 605E 1A E7 605E that is our first code or roll on Safo message photo screen so my 1A E7 605E that is the first code for the day. Now your second code nini 1A E8, 1A, E8, 1D, A2, 1A, E8, 1D A2. That is the cerebral bite, first one. No. Now your second cerebral bite in here, 1A E8 0B A1 0B A1. That is our third code for the day. Now your last code for the day, the mega accumulator. The mega accumulator, and we are 24 plus odd. 24 plus odds. It's 10 year power. And we are 1A E8 92 AB. Safo Master say justice mommy. So 1A E8 92 A8. That is our last code. That is our last code. Into your quotes, no. Yeah. It will be shared on our Facebook pages.
Okay.
Answer your Facebook page.
Our comment section.
Yeah,
no more dropping.
All
right.
Course no kofa quotes no. Weekend here. Ento asa Monday baba de na yesere.
Wow.
Ento asa Monday ebeso no. Na me ni na yesere. We will all smile at the end of the weekend. And see your quotes no eno no. And to go to our Facebook page, it will be pasted and shared there. So go pick them up. Na in terms justice to them. But Mr. So when you in terms and so bad, a super coffin, a bed drop it will reduce. And semester so go to our Facebook page, pick the codes, make sure so we play so bet. Come on, no we are quadra. We sorry no. Bet you more message. Congratulations, your bet ID. Papa.
Okay.
And see that is an interesting bite.
I think that's Safu Enya, Mesa de Amanis here.
Yes.
Very good.
So that is the first code. It's mestre omo share a TV answer screens no. Your first code no 1A E7 605E. That is the roll on. The second code second code no so nie. Your second code ni mega accumulator 1A.
Okay.
E8 9 2A8.
All
That
right.
is the mega accumulator. And you're 24 plus. Now your third code no sa photo sumaye. Your third code ni 1A E80 BA1. That is the cerebral bite. The cerebral bite. Now your last code for the day. It is very simple. 1AE81 DA2. And also a cerebral bite. Okay. My name is Kwabena Nkumsa. Thank you.
Yo, so and you know Philip Kwabena Nkumsa no. Me be kwa ba de na mo ma me fonto anim se ye be dance when chakra enu nti Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited. O mu na nyame no nukure ni e ba no roofing sheeter. Hey! Roofing sheet pa aso no ho original one. Just on se me enje mewie na me de bi e kuru so kama pa. Joy Cam no wo mu roofing sheet dia ano hye nsuo to mframa fo awie bow pampage na so chese enya grokra na yamfa tu anim se anu nso emfedi hye no so ma me pa 100 years kura de tia na tie eno ye Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited no ban roofing sheet ya krom omu na dimu tintiman chese obi ajo matuma enya grokra ye branches na do so pa kra o kasoa makra kasoa kumase techima sunyane tamale boga wa Kumasi ya na shano so pa ma se ya osokoba ya mpa me ya ne police station ne die ne mehwe ya no 0540 125 816 0540 125 816 0551 0050 fra ne ya juice ne bibia e fine dia mata me ba me sa ne odwa so eno na me sere wada sa dro we obi a malaria ha ne bia no mpa kire kwana na hontimi nton malaria duro papa no malaria suro no papa ani ya time ba me shafei wonu mato hontimi ni di waposo ya wani honam ina ya time ba me shane e kanfo de ma wo time ba me shen capsules no so ebeboa ma jeze ensansa agi wa himfi wa boso no ase atimi atu de ma wo esan immune system support nti eba ma immune system no ho aiden na akon de ati anyarewa general well-being ti siesiu amade bia no ho timi yeden kama yare bia no entime eno metna 0244417669 0244417669 frani ajusu ne bibia ay kama de ma na me gina so no makọ for me quick commercial break na ba me ba Orlando betna se fisam od bebre ye basisia
Ghana muntie ne wa twen acha no afi Wedie LPA Ohiani ahokyira no to atwa Mega Cash Lucky Box and ebe di we hujuma we ye game wa ube diska instant cash prize for phone number short code *426*6# and no a peck and cry Mega Cash Lucky Box enya dem krasa obeto dial short code *426*6# our all network follow prompt no na choose Lucky Box na resike ehwem no ni nyina ya wodia we bet me the 500,000 Ghana cedis and 5 billion Siano sisa sanshi shey NL agiatum our Caritas lottery platform so nhihye kakra wo ho
I love the colorful clothes she wears
Enipa baako pɛ ɛna pamade ɛhyɛ wo a obia ahyia wo a wɔsan hwɛ obie mu ɔnoa ne bafo polo no wasua nkasa ɛna ɔde nimdeɛ no nso yɛ adwuma ɛnti sɛ ɔdwidwi style ɛto hɔ a ɛda hɔ a na ɛhome bafo polo no ɔde Africa print textiles ɛna pam na deɛ bia ɛnti ɔpam Africa print polo shirts round neck shirts golf shirts v-neck shirts ɛne pii ɔpam atufoɔ betu kogu wɔn stores ɛne boutiques ɛnti sɛ wo so wonyɛ adwuma betu bi kɔtɔn na ɔnte so ma churches, fan clubs, schools, unions, and your copia. Muhia dodono, edema mu members no, and mu students no, mumra, monso amope Friday wear, edema mu workers, Bafo Polo, our gold package, a silver package, and a bronze, or yet delivery. Echo mama fana bebia, Bafo Polo ntade no so, ye seko bebia, na wapa mama, any member nyina, Bafo Polo, ewo kumase ahinema kokobin, santasi no buase kwane so, telephone 0249 600-789 and 0599-899-919 and Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and so you're at Bafo Polo. Me say, someone say Bafo Polo dia. Oh, and you're now in session. April or Bronson Swap now be pa Liberty Conference April edition or my area we do watch or Nyamiakoa or Tonsa foot for thought addition any more BBRS April Liberty Conference ebe baso was the way a God's agenda and only a summer yakasa yasem Esther chapter 4 verse 14 Psalm 33 verse 11 and only a summer yakasa or the way a washing of feet part 2 get the communion wine ensure and a fair wow perfume you suono faka ho na fabra na satan onyame beties ne beye butu atom to phone ni minister set example minister Sami Obimpoku and a fey residence worshiper minister Kwame Jedu woman ne bet so chom amanyame abofo esane abeye adwuma shane so 26 April anopa no sia pepepepe Kumasi Jubilee Park Liberty Conference April edition onyankropo charity ampo chemire kuku a osia na sia adwiri oye denchemira yantu na nimu drawa opam kotokoba oh glory hallelujah.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver.
Okay, Duba kono anya bo pepe mraso ye koya yaba Orlando betna city
Locked in the same perfect multi-bet. Big win for United over 1.5. And both teams to score in the London Derby. But who could have picked Leicester over City? Or a high-scoring game at the Bridge? There's nothing worse than having your perfect multi-bet missing. But there's nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Win, even if your bet misses.
If I shop, I'm sure you'll buy me.
Brother, and not so good.
Now tell me about Michelle and see you about Queen. Why me and say?
Bra, said your time about Misha. It's your Jimmy me fearful. And you're the about ever so.
Really, I know this offending now.
Bra, some me cousin me the time about Misha one dance here. We are singing now about Timinka. It is some malaria. What run the time about Misha?
And you know, dear, no more to I want to me any deal. What run the time about Misha? Edre enye ma oba wafa afuro. De wo ma akoda no fo. Ene akoda woni mfie dumienu. Ansa na obeto town heba Mr. Edre bi no. Hwe se wako hospital anasa lab am wo hu se wo atri malaria yi bi ansa.
Ayo se time me TIME. Time heba Mr. Afi malaria fever bi adani ziba ewo mu no. Ebetua. Ubenya bi ato ewo over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to do na mu. FDA agi edwadue nkratoi atom.
Abusaka kraka bi wo hanu meja tom na rewu sebe wo me se. Abofra keto wanya 2 years aka dai ba kum. Nti African Spider-Man bla be ya abofra keto yi mo na nipa ho hia. Dede bi koso anu ti kame ho ne ko hwede won bia. African Spider-Man e ba be save wo bofra yi. Ba preocupe ne hu se African Jack wo ba be save wo bofra na wo secret kura no anything. Imboost herbal mixture. And only me secret. Na dia na ye. Na me yetua na ma nkeka e wo fom. Ana police me di ho adan se tell me say, menye na me nso nhwe. Na me so we no. A boost immune system. Ama say me train na mente bre. Metimi di kama. Ama nkeka wadwom so ekoso. Me kura so me ta yale. Ama my latitude me nya ba ko. Enye je na koso ho. Hey, Spider-Man, what are you going? Who for me kura chen.
Ubenya Imboost herbal mixture ewo pharmacy anase herbal shops apemfo ene nkwala omundi fie dumienu enom FDA agigede ntatwe atu.
If you want better future, join Ghana Grows, 'cause our grit be the future. Join Ghana Grows, this be one for the culture. Join Ghana Grows, 'cause say you my day for Ghana. Join Ghana Grows, Ghana Grows.
Kuya yomu pekwanya ubefaso nyadwuma ana ati adwuma ku a mfaso woso ewo kuyadwuma mu ene ATVet mu enneya so anamonne fasi sawo wabusua ene wo nkwatemu asetenemu bo *718*50# na beka ho sesia Ghana Grows Hope Day Ghana Grows Jumedie Mastercard Foundation ni Springboard Roadshow Foundation Limehouse ni wabuafo na Debrel
Mamishe time HH herbal Mr. Bi na wonumi enya wa dropa eya dro se emani pedua nkwamwa no enya hoden na akwatia yare entwen yare ansan wa kwakoto fire wa dro na nom no abribia Kanoga Company Limited what the time TIME ebedwaso no wono a ena the time HH herbal mixture edia bedwaso akra wonyanya mfirihia dumienu enum bi wo pemfo ene oba wo ma akra nufo enso enum bi time HH herbal mixture ubenya bi
over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu
so pedudo to afre 0244417669 0244417669 time HH herbal mixture eyedro say FDA age edwadie nkratoe atum.
Rise and shine with Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush. Start today off right by grabbing your Yas toothbrush and squeeze a refreshing dab of Yas toothpaste on it. With its soft bristles, the Yas toothbrush gently cleans your teeth and gums, giving you a comfortable brushing experience. As you brush, feel the powerful formula of Yas toothpaste working its magic, removing every stain in the cavity and leaving your teeth sparkling and fresh. Plus, Yas toothpaste helps make your teeth whiter and protect your gums, keeping them healthy and strong. Choose from our 3 variant toothpaste: Total Care, Herbal, and Winehead. Make Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush a part of your morning routine and start your day with a confident smile. Yas toothpaste and toothbrush, caring brand for caring families.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver.
Right, duba kwa ba was semana ye koya ya bamra so Orlando betena se o de ye fi semana ba Orlando kwa ba
yeja
bibia boko
bibia ye kama
de ya miase yenti we fi semana bo no o de bre
Well, Cinco Yenchia, Yahefua, Sompa TV, and Anopay na fin. So, ye tier for 8 years Sompa 93.1. Agudi Munsem, and Yaguswa, Yedema, way, a fisem, and Amatana say, Jacom Blankson Jr. and me deal with me a frame Orlando. Me de Ebro. Now, over the weekend, no, Ghana Premier League, and I say weekend, see Ghana Premier League, no, matches, no, and so, ebet me out of form, and so, our venues, Ahodo, Endra. Match bako eko so ewo Takwa TNA Park ema mediama enso echi Dreams FC ebomo ekanaya omo entimi antenendra brantie friend Kinsiri Blaye brantie ni sifon pa ye beba be this match no nkomo ye nemom no omma me fixtures no yes mediama winner omunya ye no enso ene edawo screen so mediama 4 Dreams FC 0 and so Dreams FC no more 7 matches without a lose and Andra Ibrahim Tanko and then the boys stop pay or monso elwa na on money fixtures no nothing so here over the weekend no matches are and also etimi ebekoso na okopiema Asante Kotoko ebetina Kumase Baba Sports Stadium omuni Bechem United and so ebetimi aboni Sansona Vision FC and so any Accra House of Folk and so everybody ni baby any Gold Stars omuni Young Apostles game no and so everybody so Legon Cities any Summer Test game no and so everybody so Karela United omuni Adriana Stars and so everybody ni and so Accra Lions omuni Baseke Holy Stars game no and so everybody so ni nyina matches are so our week 27 in the Ghana Premier League, you know, and the home sembro. Ni beba mediama game ne so ni abedim komo kekbere. Nemom no, mamin faunra adakojache na endra na some passports ye present and so ewo adakojache. Omo mame na napenkra video no na yenhwe na napenkra sisia ono ena Asante Kotoko opimso eri ahye ne nsase onhwe no na yes ohwe empanyimfo baako enan ya omo da screen so a de ohye green no ewo na chi no Nana Apinkra. Yes, Nana Apinkra de she green no. Ena afen so do she black pano. Coach James Kwesi Apia. Ena afen so do she blue and white bino. And so papa your friend Malik Jabel, technical director. Edema Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Ena afen so George Kennedy. Yes, George Kennedy, former Asante Kotoko legend. Ena afen so former Asante Kotoko management member. George Kennedy operations manager ebrebi atwam de ma Asante Kotoko omo ena eda screen so kama na endra omo ba adakoja ache any players ni bedin community safo be boa me no ama me sa video no ebra omo ne technical team ni playing body no yes ena eda screen so ho ana na penkra afen so coach James Kwesi Apia ena afen so George Kennedy ene Malik Jabel ena afen so lawyer Safu Duku yes omo ebehia technical team ni playing board now after training and na omudi enkomo bebre enso elho na yewie no ene kobusa Mr. George Kennedy former Asante Kotoko management member yebusa ne say openi Asante Kotoko ebo Bechem United nintina ama ene mu nyina ma birom wo training grounds na edi kan kra no Asante Kotoko season no oman start ni ye uhu ne say
well me hu ne ye papa don say assessment bi a wo be bia no egina nkunimdi a wadi na wo de be ye assessment se Kotoko da first dia na lebeka ne say akoyiye yan start ni ye anu na me hu ne say coach ne mrantie no o ma bo modern papa tembia Kotoko say nkoyiye na pressure wom papa ema players ni nye consistent especially o ma ya ba mu foforo no ehu bi tumi to wo mo so ba we nim de o ma tumi absorb that pressure ni nyina sa come back to lead the league at this time mabaso
eno Mr. George Kennedy Uncle Kennedy no and the san no enso etu January na busan say opening Sunday Asante Kotoko tena baba yara enso ene team friend Bechem United enso area boy ni sisia baba yara Asante Kotoko aye ne fortress after so omu fro obo ase by omu lusu game ewo baba yara sports stadium eno so ensembe na abeka dia fan
there be on say what target be either when you start with a one step until you started with a immediate match away him Kotoko de obia ni Kotoko bebo a obeka se bebre but the pitch no will decide One phone then I will prepare when I will training and a bit show up. A betcher say, Sabi, so can't say Manasa and says Oka. Make a crime be when my home say Kotoko is in high spirit. And management to Swaba and no Maba Casa. Yes, so you know Makasaka cra. And until say Canina Bomo, I think, saying Yamea Duma Sunday no Yabeka read the day with a win.
And no, Uncle George Kennedy, and at the San Samuel 2 and 3 as Santegro supporter. Men tina fear a Dutchner because Santegro is in a high spirit. Now, all Cornebusan say, Openi, oh dear, management in the crowd, Rema Bayajuma, Opokunti time, Obayajuma, Santegro. Supporters in this is your master stadium. Omo master stadium. Now, and no, at the end of the problem, no.
Kotoko fans, no, number one. Since a foreign football now more than TV so a factor. Yeah, Bokotoko no we hear Liverpool. But media American says we are Kotoko ni pa na Kotoko Yomoja. Yamfa Liverpool, some nominate Bassa, some Yamfan Tunchen. Nemra, yeah, Yamra never support you a Kotoko, no Kotoko in and answer. So, Yamin Chadi, as he says, we are Koyi. She say you share about 7 matches on the trot. That was a debut no more. In the best say as much as say a casachers of Kotokos players, you know, now supporters Sumumfa or say and find your. If it's almost backbone, any supporters, you know. Almost bar number who say pack na ma I read now a ginger or my mom's spirit to be to deliver. And tell me now we soon master supporters, you know. Omombra Yamay Adma Sandy. Ni na yam fa kuma ba kun support.
Entino Asantegoroko legend, George Kennedy, uncle, and Ejina Sompa 93.1, and our friends Sompa TV. So, Pakoroko supporters, Nyanchel says Sunday, dear. Mumra Meshe Stadium Homa, not as a players, you know, and deliver and Famamo, and no, Sema George Kennedy, former management member, Asantegoroko legend, and so Edituja. Now, Coach Prosper Dr. Nate Ogum. Eden Sembebre enso etimi atuja na enu ebusa coach Ogum say Bechem United first league omosha okabako e Bechemo na when your opportunity aheomo FA Cup against Bekum Chelsea umu Bechem team ne say.
I think as you've rightly said, Bechem is a very good side. It's a side I admire so much because I always talk about them with you in terms of the way they organize themselves on the field. I think offensively, they are a very good side. They have some good central midfielders who can hold on to the ball and then look for the spaces and then exploit those spaces. So it gives them a strength when it comes to when they have possession of the ball. So it makes their game very offensive in nature, especially when they are on the road. They are always in the mood to try and score. So they are a good side. They are a side I admire, and I think that on Sunday they are going to give us a good match.
Entino coach Oguma Echema Bechem for no omutimni a strong pa omobemo match. Nyame bo Sunday ni ebusan say coach what can we nyina o players na omuko gina field neso no omaye ready ana.
They look very positive in terms of their body language. Mentally they look very positive. I'm saying this based on the fact that they were disappointed as a team when we failed to pick the maximum points at Kwandu, due to the fact that according to them we had some excellent moments that we could have taken advantage of, and even the manner in which we conceded our goal. At the end of the game in the dressing room, they all had their heads down, and I had to talk to them to let it go. We came back, we put them in the structure to look at how we consider the goal and other situations. And after that, I think they have been good emotionally. They are smiling, they are happy at training. So everybody looks ready and poised for action on Sunday. So emotionally, the atmosphere in camp is good.
Entino atmosphere ni good ewo Asantegoroko camp eno Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum head coach Elima Kumasi Asantegoroko na owie ni ebusan say coach
injury situation and I say Bayern Sports Stadium no this season mo free obo ase Bayern no mo matches no ma concede just one goal mo lose game mo draw game in the Ghana Premier League e ho fortress e de ma Asante Kotoko yentie coach Ogum on
as you said it's been good since we came back. We are winning games, and the games we are winning is giving us confidence to be able to play at home. So emotionally at Baba Yara now, I think the players are very stable. They look very confident. They look very motivated because of the wins that we've been able to garner at Baba Yara. So we are ready. We are ready for the game on Sunday.
Okay, and no, coach Ogumna, Ori no ni eja ne kwan e coach uko injury situation at say na o players na prepare na bia ba na.
Situation is improving gradually. For now, I think it's only Saka who is out and not training now. According to the medical team, he has to be away for about 10 to 14 days, which he has already started. Ablo was with the team, and then upon further examinations, when he started training with the team, they also advised that he also stays away for between 10 to 14 days. Fernando has joined the team and is training, and it is looking good and looking ready. For Asante, he has just started training with the team. So for Kote, we all know he's out for the rest of the season. So basically, these are the injury concerns in camp. Apart from that, all others are ready for selection for the game on Sunday.
Entino coach Dr. Prosper Natoguma Asante Kotoko head coach and our din sembebre atujan entino uni any reason say oye Kotoko fana obetena fie Sunday na endra ye real training grounds no players are endra omutimi ye training goalkeepers and 9 offensive defenders in here in Sia midfielders no enum central midfielders no and offensive midfielders no and offensive wingers miensa and attackers enum na players no saying na net here Frederick Asare Muhammad Kamara Benjamin Chum and Fatao Seidu omuna na goalkeepers defenders no Daniel Adrain Ejete Henry Kwame Ansu Michael Sefa Kwesi Asante for the first time wire full training Edi Amakumasi Asante Kotoko Patrick Esiedu Samba Ndongani Gilbani O'Neil Omo any defenders are endo omo training Joseph Ablo any Lord Amwa Endra Omo ntimi anye training because of injury midfielders no Emmanuel Entry Justice Blay Andrews Intim Menu Michael Che Jamana and offensive Samuel Tinedu offensive wingers no Peter Aqua Amidu Fernando Wisdom Bassi Nigerian guy no and offensive Elvis Che Bafo attackers no ye Babayaya Samson Eduku Isaac Minta Abet Amoa and Kwame Poku na Cinco Endra ye foreign player bi ewo Asante Kotoko training grounds season in Manere Krana Asante Kotoko prepare for Africa into Omakofa Congolese defender when what say Samba pepe ne stage original no okay and there no training grounds na Edino is your training grounds omo friend Monami and one of the friend with training grounds and so until Asante Kotoko aside the Congo soldier bako abeka Samba Ndongani ho yebo akire and so etimi edi amount ma yenwie wo Asante Kotoko sense ni enwemo and so e wo takwa endra game a course between Midiama and Itima your friend Dreams FC coach Ibrahim Tanko for the first time Oshe 9 editor Dreams FC na yentie coach Ibrahim Tanko ebra we never him.
I'm very happy and scoring 4 goals and playing clean sheet. I think it's what we always try to do, and I think this win is going to push us for the rest of the game.
Eno coach Ibrahim Tanko and at the San 72 na Abrantia your friend Kingsley Blaye Abrantia Endra Osifom Edema Midiama Ebo Kanamiensa and so our goals in me no di go atremonya MVP no and ebusan say Kingsley motivation na free no me mama di ni birthday mentimi antoka men sit down ma no na yese me shego ma no
I'm from Ofi. This month is a special month for my mom, and today too is a special day for me. Nti we catch on 72 mama and BBR. I have to score for her. My mom. She's going to celebrate her 60th birthday, which is very good.
Ntino Kingsley na de sansam ni tuja say wantimi anye bibia amane maame a na yese ode bo to atena mu enso amane maame birthday ne ye kama enso eho eno eye Kingsley blaye attacker enso edema mediama ene de sansam ni tuja na coach Bubaka Watara ene head coach edema House of Folk na unim say omone vision for no akasa bebre eno say House of Folk ye ne nkasa o ye nya ye num agopramanso na betire coach Watara ye ntie no.
As of Folk, we don't brag. We are going to play on Sunday at Tema to get the maximum point in Kama House.
I know a coach Bubaka Watara, head coach at the Matima, your friend House of Folk, see House of Folk, we don't brag. Young Kasa Sunday vision for the better be here. Now, I know you're in the say Benjamin Asare. Ofri blaster by no more 2 matches. The Obenya Mudai against Midiamano. Okipu another clean sheet too. Coach Ben Asare.
Very, very happy. And Benjamin Asare is being with us after 2 seasons again to stabilize that position. We need a goalkeeper who have the discipline, the talent, and is teaching, helping the 2 young goalkeepers are there. For me, I'm happy.
Entino coach Watara so are happy. Abrante na extending the contract na House of Folk no enkwada na edi na chi no kwasin ketiam no Benjamin Asare say trainee omu ye panti no on the ogidie ewo Abrante no no coach Bubaka Watara na de sansem no enso etudwa na ye wie no na ye ne nanajiman on the kuta Vision FC and say match we no game changer e de ma Vision FC.
I think this is going to be the game changer for us. I think that we are a bit more better now in terms of our defensive transitions, unlike before. We know how many men to put behind the ball. Our players are working hard to make sure that they stop opposition from coming closer. Hopefully, we are also able to defend our set pieces a bit more better because we lost our game against Adriana with a set piece. So hopefully, we defend set pieces also very well. And if we're able to do all these things right, I think that House of Folk.
Eno coach your friend Nana Ajman our head coach at my Vision FC na de 72 dwano na Elijah there or a former player at my Ashanti Gold but for quarter no see on Vision and AJ adwuma ne denden ne ebusan say Elijah preparation against House of Folk no Senate.
Prepared so well. We've prepared very well for this particular encounter. They did score us in the first round, so we are going to get 3 points this coming Sunday. Definitely, everybody is looking forward to this particular game because I think this is time for our revenge for the first round. They scored us 1-0, which we felt we could have avoided that defeat. So coming into this game, we are well prepared to get our revenge from the particular loss during the first round. So yeah, everybody is very, very well prepared, and we are well.
And so Elijah Ade na de sansem no enso etudwa na honorable sports minister Kofi Adams na edensem enso atudwa endra na Atram Divisa ene tima ye friend Hoho United enso ebo division 1 game na okohe game ni bi na odensem atudwa ochemu padi NDC for no omo manifesto no omoni was sports na wonti sports na de enye se omo ba be diagro na afen so ono ankasa no eya no pese wodi na ni hu bi on pese de bia ne ye be kwa kotie ni abeka che yentie honorable sports minister and recreation.
Okay with every sporting activity, and since becoming the minister for sports and recreation, the party's manifesto and the president marching orders has been my duty, and to make sure to touch base with every sport. And so I make time to be present and to see things for myself. I like to be reported to but then I also want to see for myself to validate what it is that people report to me. So my presence here today, I will not only be attending high-ranking matches like when Black Stars is playing, or the Under-23, or the Black Queens are playing, or the Premier. No, even the ones that are considered as small, you will find me there.
Entinonya Blasters matches nkwana ono as a sports minister obekwa akohwe entino matches ni nyina nketwa ni nyina division 2 matches na yebehu se eye sports and recreation minister honorable Kofi Adam enso ewo ho a ohwe bi eno eye nsema odi tudwa na coach Frimpong Manso obo against Young Apostles ena ono nso akasafa game ne ho kakra.
Well, I think it's not about being home or away. Matches ni nyina so one directed back crampo it can a bit my course all the title. I know baby drone is like oh be teams are ever for the title meaning we mistake back you cannot come back again. So that is what we are guarding against. Go for us, you treat every match like say bit my change in destiny. So for us I think Young Apostles, yes, open positioner. Over Castle, maybe you more than a walkover patch. The side that if you underrate them, we'll pay for it. So for us, we'll go all out and try to take the 3 points.
Eno coach Frimpong Manso, head coach Edema Bebiani Gold Stars. Sunday on Nitima, your friend Young Apostles, and so ena ebo ewo Bebiani na. Safoba buame na wa mami video sini bi any pictures sini bi Hoho United ene Atram Divisa match minister ko hebi no eno makakre sisi yes on say enanui ewo Cup Champions League Mamelodi Sundowns na Esperance say bi si ye nti we no kakra bi yes we obi si ya kire wo matiwa kakra nti we ya se mo obi akwajeje na no ma ya pai na ni achiza ni triu nyina yes entino ye pra obi wo tendra ntokwa kakra ekoso ewo Atram Divisa ene Young Apo Hoho United omugema ekoso ewo division 1 ni mo na sinko meko na mi ko die miami nua ba pa Jennifer Obin ene wanya no kani a omuka bom se Michael ewo adansi akrofrom enti Jennifer Merishino good luck and so ewo ni fie foforo a okwa kopiem no me da
Orlando yes da sepa nti womba he wani mo na wakotutu egu wo so na bibia e fine ko papa balonji na bibia e fine pa okay Sir Prince ye nwuram kakrakra nsema do Orlando de egu ama ye matches e ba so ne nsema do de egu
Orlando ko papa balloon
me so also see for
Orlando
on the
balloon na mo no mpa
big man as o ko papa balloon
na bibia single you see Atram Divisa ne Hoho United game no the news coming from there nature that you good na it pains me a lot na me mistake you try senka you better get the right information and we are on a type because per what we heard was Safo betimi start the video na to so one guy o collapse but there are people spreading the news say we're free mu there be far any mom to Safo we there the you woman they are no ato boy this is the video I'm talking about na obre and there are people spreading misinformation and that, let's say it is alleged say we're free mu but also on the other side but what they are hearing is free mu and I was trying to get the right information because I don't know what is happening from corner go through
that's what we're paging to
yes that's the whole incident was I had say na obre untimi move into this video the man for the try say has say no free but there are also people amoka say go off modern hospital or motion but we are trying to get the right information when I see no the whole thing I'm a person can about it in here you see the security aspect of your game no in Division 1 most especially it's so and adeba ko ha adwen so ne say so what the dia hwe pa these teams and I say this menka say stadium bru ha ne niam na esisi no it happens consistently and yes e bia ba could be won say ne de nke different ba could be na ba betwam e bia ba 6 months bi 3 months bi ne hu ba could be aba betwam and no kwa in a heated game nke be fan say normal but ye die no akoye say as a daily routine ye wo ba bi wo no ma ya tag say e ha say die wo ya wait ma hwe no one ma ha say ama me waje so be win. There are some venues it has been tagged like that.
I wouldn't those venues.
Oh,
come
on.
Oh, there be venues which say.
Oh,
there be say on the obuha would here for clarity's sake. On the obuha venues ben o can say.
A typical example is what remind the ACA. Before that incident ni besi. Ni hu on so many occasions. Clubs akohonom. Omo fans I am molested. Omo fans e bia kobo omo even in some for kwa no ye ko no masanse mu ebi kosi. The reason I'm feeling comfortable mentioning to Atraman is because it happened and then no e ho asem pie bae. And if I say into Atraman, I hope say I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. What did they mention as? But there are other venues these things keeps happening. And we Atram the visa DSC. I don't want to say it is something that they normally do. But these are things they are not good to happen. They are not good. It doesn't help our football. Frankly speaking. Because because of an incident we muna apostle African games no. And tokwane ade na esisi even kwa no the UEFA Champions League games and tokwa esisi wo ho ne ade no. But why e ya omo de ne esia because fans na nkasa feel say obu on ma okọ no anko say okọ akọ ebo ni bi okọ akọginani na this incident nesi but safo for video na to so my ne hwa ade bi ye de ne ebesia na because of a reason for game no game ne de on field na nkasa fe no to so my ne hwa ade ebesia na because of a reason. What we are hearing is Juliet Appiah took a drastic on-field referee decision. No so kahubi. Though there were incidents going on, but no so kahubi. Yes, and so here, this is the incident. Someone said that who near Beckley won't say last hour honum no, and a goalkeeper the attacker. What we are hearing is goalkeeper ne eton who born. And a referee kwaje penalty.
Sports minister kura to for money to kura.
And yes, say pitching is we see on tia, we see on tia.
Oh, the prince matter.
But very, very bad. Very bad. We shouldn't be entertaining this. Okay. Now, later on, games no kids were. Yeah, Kotokodian against. Yes. Against Bichim United. We've been talking about it. How to folk there. I am a man for whom they say bragging. But me no the last time I was telling you so okay how am I home away from home. Be brainy this season edu baby so na say oh hwene on that aspect na kakra say montom bomomo but yet has to folk really needs an improvement on field improvement say who players no some kind of improvement on them because on games in board man sheda nshim kran especially Abrante FN Boatin or buy no me sheda hu ni performance no has to folk e no honom but kotokode no e betime should I say season determinants ni bia because we all know Kotoko is en route to win the Ghana Premier League. And they are coming up against one particular team, almost so boy and most especially their top man, he's very much on form, Tumpu. And looking at the last game go across here now, it really tells you this a manner on any given day, obet me a worry to the Kotoko side. Okay. And most especially, Kotoko is not playing a full center back line now and Komujo Mudino. Because right now, Samba Ndongani na Ohonum, then they partner him. Henriansu is not trusted this particular season. Okay. They do a bit as if I'm a question, and we are expecting Kotoko needs to win this game. Abrante friend Albert Amoa is back. You talk of Kwame Poku, but Kwame Poku is also in the topmost form. And Albert Amoa Bayern who say also the fitness level of form kakra is Kotoko going to be able to go into this game and get that kind of proper win that they deserve now. Because frankly, if Kotoko 8 me we need this game, their next game is against Accra Lions. It will put them on the proper path. So let me go all the way to win the Ghana Premier League. And we are just expecting, and I said we are all waiting for how this game, no, Ebesiako. It's going to be a very tough game for Krobia Kumasa Sante Kotoko. But I still believe playing at home, they will give Bichim United a good run for their money. And I expect Kotoko should come home with a win against Bichim United.
Okay, I know I say Prince, I don't know. Sir Prince said the room kakra abedu 11:35. Okay. Mama nko hena ba we. Hena ba BBI fine there.
Yeah, me adu now.
Hena ba we are part of Kodoko communication team.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Na me ntie we the other brand.
Alright, my entia Kodoko supporters o ma je brand no mo hwe. Unia mama ntia na aprenka o ye adwuma this season. Enye easy. For per recruiter ye the back of the club nim no. On my idea. You grew up him so the obeya no ya mind the aka ye supporters players papa or table wa my management to papa or mo ye adwuma na amaye enti kotoko team ni see gina ho na ka supporters de nko an ye hwehwe players no so bo ho modern so ma ye de o meboa ama kotoko no akonanim sedie supporters ye hwehwe no saa pepepe na boys no so ye adwuma na amaye ti the aka ye supporters enu nti na wa yesere o mo se said the no I don't call out one Emma supported ti o monkan and then so ye wa ha se kwasia da o momra meta team na chi no momwa o meta team na chi no momwa ema kotokobobo ko no enko nanim na nyame adoma yentime nye 3 points no kwasia da against Bechem United yes supporters no ma bia duo no eye adwuma na sie akase be kere na me adoma Sunday because you see a J League na Sunday game is a very important game because Bechem United almost say ewo ye call away almost say one day and almost say by home it's no one say home and away bia o at least I say team just 6 points in freedom nsam do your supporter and fie nka so pa Africa ko obe say o yesi o ko Africa na new automatic say obekọ this o win league no answer what team akọ Africa o e dey be say age league ne dia this age na be tie boys na chi e say first na ba ye say nya player bia mehwe no nyame nchade ye de kwampoku ablaye kwampoku team ma 6 goals even come oba middle of the season for my 6 goals ye nya better ma my 7 goals just bridge no enti your top club class players ya fa go mo abegum enti the all can say we supporter bla
tadentina players my sa number si omo bom modern si next la no supporters in my stadium mo engage omo se den
supporters ni de bia dey in out engage
ko dentina omo ba
e say who on play we busa ma omso ye beba kwa ye beba ye se beba and it's now where no akra no players ni be call radio so kasa be brave
as a reason why did not team no deliver ko baba yara we unbeaten intadenti no mumba
that problem no yankasa ye kwa ya trans ya dwen ho a enti say ya find some strategy be brave a betima nya supporters na ba still o hwe kwa o tumi GFA ne kwa ne clubs ni ka bo mom di happy awa ba ya ke no kwa ya hwesen ke no so betima boa the supporters no Abba Stadium still you try the players about Bontain. They say communication phone and radio so kasa chairman for to mogum still enti emunu say supporters no edu time e wo say ehunu say ye do crowd ne dia wo say ye de be ye bia na the tight team na chi because Africa na me sure say supporters ni nyina ni because say Africa na supporters in the Best Stadium money bomber. Say Blasters Baba Yala Sports Stadium see ya na why ma. Don't want na supporters. Anyhow supporters. Incident na omma. Performance I dey more na number say dey more. It is supporters no. Dey ka bia no. Dey sibia me fan to nche ye nua no. Dey say okọ. E bia na security sem so ka ho na bia ma. Dey sadia said the MP4 sure in script no be oba ba la bia nim say omo ba yemfa ni agro e be din kra so betima wura mu akọ page ne so
okay
e dey supporters na me adoma gate fee ne dey e form 20 cedis 30 70 50 betima betwa na wura mu say the da ye no yentimi mu a na probia kuma asa sante kotokobo buko no etimi nkonanim na timi ama ye timi agi Premier League no esie na so say MTN na FA Cup da yanim league ne so da yanim ye pet say gidobo a ye ywe
ohen ba me dase pa anto ye nua ohen ba no supporters mu ina mu nkota team na chi na omo en momodin a ne Bechem no akoro make sure say 3 points ne ka kuruma Philip.
Bema.
Mama bear 4 minutes be enough for him kakra.
The same my catch was a Kodoko Ghana Premier League.
Oh yeah,
constantly me say this season Kodoko bet me aje double. Or Premier League in the
as I don't know who's a Kodoko beji.
Oh na say.
Idea na kozo.
Idea easy is about how well Kodoko plays even when they play away. It's a watch this season Kodoko exceptional almost more away. Home no cries a pressure almost so. So we are more against when a league no call recess Bayern. We were more against Legon City, sir. They played with some sort of pressure against Legon Cities. And games are marrying now against Brekum Chelsea. Ewo Baba Yara no. No size of pressure be almost. But more away against Lions. What a result they had. Against Lions, no Bian himself. A bad days that got Kobenya even 1 point. But got went away and got a result. But Bibiano Gold Stars now got a preno. Okwa away to Dreams. Eko Lucy by a goal to 0. Okolusi to
Dreams 2-0
by 2 goals to 0. Sorry, Okolusi by 2 goals to 0. So it sounds my story. And guess what? Say no between God Dream Gold Stars no. What about drop a point to be to be advantage. And we read dynamics in games na kana. Probably it's a call. Ewo upper hand over Gold Stars no high. And one game may be determine who wins the league finally. A game between Kodoko and any Gold Stars no. And it is a game on the day. No, I think say Kodoko fans will also sit on tenterhook and think say Anya Crown they can get a draw in that game even at the dance park, of which on paper no any realistic. But Meno, I am still convinced to say the kind of ball Kodoko airball and the kind of zeal, euphoria, any enthusiasm on the show game no and yam say if they go to even dance park, almost pick up that is a draw and I say a point at BBNE. Now and no media massive him. Brent friendly Braye, Ejina name Ashton hat-trick at the Mediema when almost share Dreams FC by 4 goals to 0. A branch of friend Kingsley Braye on Unquasha hat-trick, Eddie SC Media Man, Yusuf Mubarak, on also a crucial goal. People are still not convinced with Ibrahim Tankoni team, SC Mediama. But me, I'm still convinced, and I know, say, we will not see the best of Mediama this season, but Mediama year next season. Mediama team, no, the best player of the team, boy, be friend Derek Forjo. Bweni Bobo Bruta, Derek Forjo. He's the face of SC Mediama. And one, or to me, ball as a number 8 and as a number 10. Now, style no more or less a classic number 10. Only one ball, it's a one than a feet no swa. Eden so by yes or foul. Okay. Those type of players no. And guess what? Next season they be the best of Derek Forjo. And say little by little no. Coach Ivan Ibrahim Tanku, any other trust of this young man, Derek Forjo. All right. And Yamo Mombre. And with time, no, we'll see the best of Mediama. And almost share Dreams by 4 goals to 0. A statement result.
Yes, I know Philip Kwabena in Kumusa, no, Yamfa Mokoso, no. Yamfa afre phones are drinking. Yes, some do a day any media, no more. And a shoe no more a barbecue or madrin. 0551 931 931 0551 931 931 0548 931 931 0548 931 931 0551 931 931 momra na yendwetwe nkomo ewo ahoma so sema du ya modia mo bana mabekire madwen